Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, na how on a day, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one, na Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency, Oyendo Mazinam the Kanu. May God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon Njoko, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands, when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My people, as the saying goes, when small pikin cry, them go talk say na hunger. Now old man they cry yo. Them go talk say na waiting. When small pikin cry, mama talk say na hunger oh. Now old man they cry yo. Them go talk say na waiting. Che. Alo eme. To those born Nigerian lovers, those who love Nigeria, crying is not going to solve the problem. When small pikin cry, them talk say na hunger. Now old man they cry. Them go talk say na waiting. My people, I beg, make una come hear this one now. It's sad well. This guy they cry, he they beg Tinubu, he they beg Soyinka, make them stop to they punish the youths for that so-called Nigeria. Those who believe in Nigeria. Then they beg, then they cry, then they lament, then they cry tears, then they assume say crying will solve the problem. If you are with me, make we break this one down. Make we not hear this guy cry. Then I go come back, I go give him water with love. I will scold her. I will flog him like a father and to a daughter. Then I'll come pamper him small. Because crying will not solve the problem. If you are with me, my people, let's go there. My people, oh my God. Very sad. Make we hear this girl cry. Make we hear her pain. Make we hear the way she laments. But the crying is not enough, because crying will not solve the problem in Nigeria. No, shedding tears, if you like, make you cry the tears of blood, it will not solve the problem in that so-called Nigeria. What you need is revolution. For those who love Nigeria, but for we the Biafrans, what we need is Biafra. And by the 2nd of December, we declare our Biafra. But for those who say them love Nigeria, crying will not solve the problem. Waiting them need now revolution. If you are with me, my people, let us go there. Listen.
So, Wole Soyinka, I saw your message, your tweet, and it's really painful because one would expect that you people have some level of, with the level you guys have attained, you should have some level of sympathy. The other day we saw you at Aso Rock. We saw you in Aso Rock and you were just enjoying your life. Like, you don't have any problem. With all due respect, sir, you are 89. You are 89. Can you people stop? Can you people stop playing with the future of Nigeria? Can you people stop? Most of your children are abroad. Most of you are abroad. Reno, Mokiri, Atiku, all of you. Your kids are abroad. We in Nigeria, what future are you guys laying down? You are 89. You are 89. 89. Wole Soyinka, you are 89. You people should leave Nigeria alone. Leave the politics alone. Allow Nigerians to breathe. Allow Nigerians to breathe. We are hardworking. We are hardworking. Like, We are hardworking. Everybody knows. All country, every other country knows that Nigerians are good. Nigerians are strong. But in Nigeria, you try to frustrate Nigerians. And when will it end? How many of us are going to travel out? How many of us are going to run out of Nigeria for you guys to leave? How many of us? Children that were born when? I am over 30 years old, and you guys have still been manipulating this country up till now. I have kids. People are still manipulating. Please, people should leave us alone. Wole Soyinka, leave us alone. Tell your people in APC to leave us alone. Since I graduated over 14 years ago, I have never worked. I have been doing business on my own. Never have I felt so suffocated. Never have I felt so suffocated doing business. You buy fuel at what cost? There is no light. You buy fuel to even charge your phone to be able to do online business. Over 70% of your profit is gone. And then there is still a lot of uncertainty. Please, you should leave us alone. You should leave us alone. Tinubu, Wole Soyinka, everybody in government, you should leave us alone, please.
Hey, hold on there, my sister. Hey, lamentation. This one now lamentation, my people. When small pikin cry, them talk say na hunger. Now na big girl they cry, them go talk say na waiting. When small pikin they cry, in mama, the neighbors, people around, them talk say na hunger they cause am. Now old person they cry, them go talk say na waiting. Waiting them go say na in cause am. When small pikin cry, them go talk say na hunger. Now old man they cry you. Them go talk say na waiting. When small pikin cry, mama talk say na hungry yo. Now old man they cry yo. Them go talk say na waiting. Hey, my people. Those who believe in Nigeria, those who say I believe in Nigeria, God bless Nigeria. Nigeria go better. I believe in the military. I believe in the government. Nigeria go better. Africa go better. Our people go better. Oh, Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Oh, Africa go better. Our people go better. Oh, Nigeria go better. Hey, Lord have mercy. When we are telling people, say, the days of crying is gone. People like Rufai Oseni go they tell this girl to believe in Nigeria. They made a lady like this in her late 30s to believe in Nigeria, a country that cannot provide her a job. She said since she finished school, now only business she dey do, self-employment, because there is no opportunity to get a job. And now the little money when she dey make, the high cost of living, they chop 70% of the profit. And she's here crying. She's assuming, say, people like them, Peter Obi go solve the problem. Tinubu, she's crying to Tinubu. Wole Soyinka, she's crying to Wole Soyinka because Wole Soyinka, they attack Peter Obi and they have put their hope on Peter Obi, not knowing that the cabal, the Fulani cabal, they only use Peter Obi, London and Fulani cabal, they only use Peter Obi to make the Biafrans validate the election of 2023. And we thank God, say, our Prime Minister, His Excellency Obatobie Agune Chamber, one comma, a good man, the dragon. He declared there will be no election. That was the only saving grace of the Biafrans. Like say we Biafrans, we get big eye and yoku. We could have fell for the same trap that the Yorubas they fell for. When they saw Tinubu and he said, Emi Lokon, Awa Lokon, Yoruba Lokon, some of them, they fell for it. Not all. And before you knew it, their Yoruba Nation movement, those that love Chief Sunday Igboho, those that were shouting, Igboho, sir, you are too much, he is too much, look at the crowd, they love him, Sunday Igboho, Igboho, sir. You saw those crowd, you saw the multitude of crowd loving Chief Sunday Igboho. But somehow, that boy from Guinea, the man from Guinea, the drug baron from Guinea was able to turn that movement into a tribalized movement. And now, what you see in Yoruba land, what is synonymous in Yoruba land, Oyibo, is tribalism. They attacked on the Biafrans in Lagos, saying nobody should vote because of Tinubu. Tinubu that caused the NSAS. Tinubu that told those policemen to come and tie men in Lekki during the NSAS. They were now fighting for Tinubu, the Guinea boy. Today will be the last day I will call his name Tinubu. Going forward, his new name is the boy from Guinea, the Guinea boy. Guinea boy, aka the boy from Guinea. Going forward, he doesn't deserve his filthy name to come out from my mouth. And now they're all crying. Wole Soyinka, a so-called great man, when we were young, we heard about what he won, the Nobel laureate. See how tribalized that idiot is. Even though we don't have a bone to pick with them in their love for one Nigeria, in their quest to make Nigeria great again. But see how they cry. See the way this girl, they lament. It don't tire her. She's confused. She's perplexed, Oyibo. She is confused about what is happening. The conundrum going on in that zoo called Nigeria, Oyibo. And now, look at the way she is lamenting in the public. So today, to shame that zoo, to shame those when say they love Nigeria, people like Rufai Oseni, when they day for TV, they talk, say, I love Nigeria, Nigeria will be great, God bless Nigeria. Today, make we shame those people. I will break this video down to show them, say, that place when they go with Nigeria, there is no way there. The trajectory when that zoo they go, there is no way there. Wash your hand from that place. If you are with me, let's take it there. Let's break it down, word for word, line for line. Let's go there. Listen.
So, Wole Soyinka, I saw your message, your tweet, and it's really painful because, you know, one would expect that you people have some level of, with the level you guys have attained, you should have some level of sympathy. The other day we saw you at Aso Rock. We saw you in Aso Rock and you were just enjoying your life. Like, you don't have any problem. With all due respect, sir, you are 89.
Hold it there. She's saying, Wole Soyinka, we saw your message, we got your message. Live on TV, you were giving an interview to one man in London or so, where you attacked the London boy called Peter Obi. So now, this girl, her only hope is Peter Obi. She can't begin saying, Wole Soyinka, why are you doing this? The other time we saw you in Aso Rock, enjoying, eating a king's meal with Tinubu. With all due respect, Wole Soyinka, you are 89 years old. Ay, God have mercy. 89 years old man, still the hustle with the youths. 89 years old man that should be in the care home, enjoying nursery food and breakfast. But he's still dragging Nigeria with the youth. And they claim the youths, they are the leaders of tomorrow. The youths, they are already turning to grandparents now. This girl, she's in her late 30s, and she's saying Wole Soyinka, who is 89 years old, is still dragging Nigeria with them. Let's continue.
You are 89. Can you people stop? Can you people stop playing with the future of Nigeria? Can you people stop?
Okay, she's saying you are 89. Can you people stop playing with the future of Nigeria? Can you people stop? We are the youths of tomorrow. Now we be the youths of tomorrow now. I'm in my late 30s. Can you people stop? Even in the civil service, in most of the world, once you get to 75 or 65 years old, you are now a pensioner. I believe now it's about 70 years old, because in the Western world, the lifespan is getting, longer and longer. So they say, okay, now it is 70 years old. For those who want to work till their pension age, once you get to 70 years old, you become a pensioner. You go retire. But the politicians in that zoo, because of the free money they get from oil, the Biafran oil money, they say they will not die, they say they will not retire. They are in their late 80s and they are still hanging around the corridors of power. While the youths that should be the future of tomorrow, they are languishing in poverty. There is joblessness, there is frustration, there is hunger, poverty, and sickness to the people. Now should they ask them, what is going on? Let's continue. Listen.
Most of your children are abroad.
Okay.
Most of you are abroad. Reno, Mokiri, Atiku, all of you. Your kids are abroad.
That's true. You're 100% right, my sister. With all due respect, most of these guys you are seeing, their children are abroad. Even Reno Omokri, he's a riffraff for where him did it so. He's on this entrepreneurial visa. He's a criminal, he's a fraudster, he's a riffraff, he's a non-entity. Person when no get sense for Western world. That is why he's still putting his mouth in the politics of the zoo. You are far away in abroad and you are putting your mouth in the filthy, dirty politics happening in that zoo. Not to free your people, but to enslave your people. Reno Mokri, this same man was trying to sell us, hey, go and buy stocks so you can do this investment online. You can do this. This same boy, he's a criminal, he's a fraudster, he's a charlatan. But the politicians, with all due respect, their children, when they obodo yibo, they are all cowards. They are weak because they cannot hustle for money. They have never hustled in their life. Most of them, they are into gay, they are alcoholics, and they are doing bullshit in the Western world. Most of these men, when you see their children, they are in the zoo, they are in the Western world, and they are still begging money. They are still asking for dollars. They cannot pay their school fees. They are begging their parents, who are criminals in Nigeria, for money. That's why they are weak. They ain't got confidence. They cannot hang among their peers. The money they spend in the Western world are the money their parents are stealing from that zoo called Nigeria. Cowards and weak. They are not men or women. They are weak mentally. I see them all the time in the Western world. They are weak. They can't even talk like men because they've been hidden all their life. The politicians, because they know they are criminals, they've been hiding their children all their lives. So the children with the guilty conscience say, my father is a criminal, my father is a murderer, they shame them. So they have lost the confidence. They have never worked in their life. They don't know how to hustle. All they do is get free money from their parents. The money that was stolen, that was looted by their parents. So in the Western world, their children, they are weak, they are turning to homo, they are turning to gay, they are turning to lesbians, and they are nobody in the Western world. Every month they call their parents, Dad, Mom, I need some money. I want to pay for house rent. I want to pay school fees. You are in the Western world where your mates, when come there by themselves, they pay for themselves, they do everything for themselves, they are even driving cars that they bought for themselves, but you are still in the so-called Western world expecting your parents back home to take care of you. That's because you guys are weak, and a thief will always be a thief. No matter what a thief does, their children will end up being thieves, being drug dealers, being criminals, being fraudsters, being pimps, being gay, lesbian, and the rest of them. Because the money you got, the money you are spending are ill-gotten wealth. They are blood money. Ill-gotten wealth. So my sister, do not envy their children that is abroad. No envy them. They might be looking flashy, but they are miserable. Look at the son of the Guinea boy that bought a house in London. I heard about 8 point something million. But he's still hanging with his Guinea father. Like a boy, because he has no job. He's irrelevant in the Western world. The money he used to buy his house was given to him by his parents. The money they stole from Lagos. And now the money they are stealing from Aso Rock. So don't envy them. The only problem is, say, their children know their parents are criminals and they are still supporting them because they are living their lascivious lifestyle. Oyibo. They want to live flamboyantly in the Western world, but they are nobody. You cannot compare them with the real guys, the real hardworking Biafrans in the Western world. Don't envy them. They are weak. They are weak mentally. Their parents, they pay their school fees. Their parents, they pay their car loans. Their parents, they help them buy a house. And the money they spend are the money they stole from that so-called Nigeria, the Biafran oil money. So don't envy them, with all due respect. Let's continue.
We in Nigeria, what future are you guys laying down? You are 89. You are 89. 89. Wole Soyinka, you are 89. You people should leave Nigeria alone. Leave the politics alone. Allow Nigerians to breathe. Allow Nigerians to breathe. We are hardworking. We are hardworking. Like, we are hardworking. Everybody knows. Every other country knows that Nigerians are good. Nigerians are strong.
Dear my sister, yes, you are hardworking, and the whole world, they respect us. They know we are hardworking. But the problem is those you made to be your politicians, they are local champions. They are only great in Africa, not even Africa, in that zoo called Nigeria. You guys, you bow down to them, you worship them, you make them gods on earth. But when they come to the Western world, they bow down to the white man, they bow down to the Western leaders. They are nobody in the Western world, but you guys have made them kings. You have made them God in your zoo country called Nigeria. That's the big mistake you guys are making. You worship them. You think they are somebody. People who are stealing the commonwealth. They are looting. They are stealing the wealth of the nation. Think about that. A thief who is stealing the wealth of the nation. You worship them. You glorify them. You bow to them. You make them your godfather. But a poor man that steals bread in the market, you stone them. You burn them alive. You buy them, you take nail, you put for their head, and you hit it with hammer. You buy men that steal bread. But your leaders, they are looting you. They are stealing billions, trillions. And you guys worship them. You worship them. You bow down to them. You have made them your gods. You appreciate them. You pray for them. You beg God to bless them. They come to your church. Your pastor go bow down to them. Criminals. But these same guys, when they come to the Western world, they come to beg like paupers. They come to IMF. They come to the UN. They come to the World Bank. They are begging like paupers, asking for money from the Western world. When they meet their peers, they bow down. They are begging. They are smiling. They sell you out in a heartbeat. But in the zoo, you guys call them gods. You worship them. They can do no wrong. They are above the law. And you expect them to leave Nigeria for you. No, they are enjoying Nigeria. To them, Nigeria is their heaven. To them, Nigeria is flowing with milk and honey because they are stealing from the so-called national cake. and the youths that still believe in Nigeria, people like Rufai Oseni telling you to believe in Nigeria, he is the one making you guys to get confused, because when you say you believe in Nigeria, it means you believe in your leaders, you believe in your politicians, you believe in your policymakers, you believe in your governor, you believe in your police, you believe in your senators, you believe in your zoo president, you believe in the cabal, and you believe in Britain that gave you that name called Nigeria. So when you say God bless Nigeria, I believe in Nigeria, it means you believe in your slave master. Your prayer should be for God to destroy that zoo called Nigeria. That's your liberation. The walls of Jericho must come down. When they were praying to God about the walls of Jericho, they said, God, bring this wall down. Nigeria must come down for you guys to be free and liberated. This is the problem, the number one problem I have with the man they call Rufai Oseni. He claimed he's learned, he claims he's educated. They say he's the best in that zoo called Nigeria. Yet, that same guy live on TV, he'll be saying he believes in Nigeria, God bless Nigeria, Nigeria go better, I love my army, we love the military, we love the government, Nigeria will be great. This is what that boy is saying. Oh my God. I mean, what kind of nonsense is this? What kind of nonsense is this? You are here crying for the politicians, but you same guys, you say God bless Nigeria, Nigeria go better. Now who go better now? Is it not the same politicians? The criminals you call politicians, the stark illiterates? Men that don't know their left from their right. Oh, God have me. These guys who do this thing, Nigerians, now who una shame they shame me. Una shame they shame me. If you like cry from now till tomorrow, you're wasting your time. Una shame they shame me. Let's continue, I beg. God have mercy.
But in Nigeria, you try to frustrate Nigerians.
Okay.
And when will it end? How many of us are going to travel out? How many of us are going to run out of Nigeria for you guys to leave? How many of us?
My sister, look, you're asking how many people will be run out. I want to assure you this. I'm not saying you should run out, but with the acumen you have, with your business sense, very, very sad. Very, very sad. Let's continue.
Children that were born when I am over 30 years old, and you guys have still been manipulating this country up till now. I have kids. People are still manipulating. Please, people should leave us alone. Soyinka, leave us alone. Tell your people in APC to leave us alone.
Hold on there. She says she's in her 30s and the zoo politicians, they are still manipulating the country. Please leave us alone. Wole Soyinka, tell your people in APC to leave us alone. So as you can see, my people, she's crying for them to leave them alone. Leave them alone, leave them alone. But they ain't gonna leave you alone. Crying would not solve the problem. For those from the Arewa, those from Yoruba Nation, those from the Middle Belt that say they're not the Biafrans, when we declare Biafra, from what I'm seeing, by proxy, you all will be freed. Because it will be only a coward, a good slave that will remain when you see the house being divided. Those won't choose to remain. Well, that's your business. But from the way I'm seeing it, the moment we the Biafrans we give, because for the house, now we they stubborn. So the moment we say we are gone, once we go, people like this, when they cry, they will have to strap up their boots, pick themselves up, and walk away from that burning house. Let's continue.
Since I graduated over 14 years ago, I have never worked. I have been doing business on my own. Never have I felt so suffocated. Never have I I felt so suffocated doing business. You buy fuel at what cost? There is no light. You buy fuel to even charge your phone to be able to do online business. Over 70% of your profit is gone.
Hey, God, my God. You buy fuel, there is no light. My sister, I won't lie to you. Since I left that zoo called Nigeria, and I moved to Obodo Yibo, light never blink for one day. I'm talking about more than a decade. I left that zoo. More than, I don't want to give my specific here, so that the zoo cannot track me down on my profile. Light never blinked for once. The light has not blinked. I keep telling you guys, in my house there is an electric gate. You use a fob to open them or close them. If not for the zoo, if NEPA take light, how will I go into my house? How will I be able to open the gates or close the gates? That's the thinking of the white man. In the Western world, they are not after billions to steal and loot and take the money, go buy house in Dubai, making Dubai to become greater. Dubai is already great, but the money they are stealing from that zoo called Nigeria and going to live a lascivious lifestyle. Buying houses. A politician will buy more than 40 houses. What for? If not for greed, wickedness, and the rest of them. Since most of you were born, you have never seen light for 24 hours in that zoo. And you tell me, you guys, you are okay. You support your politicians. You say Nigeria will go better. Rufai, you say Nigeria will be better. But in your life, you had never seen light for 24 hours since you were born in that zoo. That means something is wrong. Something fundamental is wrong in that zoo. But you are here now, crying, begging those putting you in the trouble, not knowing because you are not one, they are there to steal their own cake, because they know when they leave power, the next man coming go stealing on. Now turn by turn Nigeria limited on a day. You thief, make I thief. A doggy dog world, dog eats dog. Doggy dog means dog eats dog. That's what you guys, you are living there. Thief, make I thief. Emilio Con, my turn to thief is my own to thief. A man became your zoo president without going through no interview. You give somebody a job without no interview. And you expect your zoo filthy, dirty country to be great again. Ah, God. I feel like taking cane and flogging you all until your brain and senses go open. I feel like taking cane, flogging all those guys that say they believe in Nigeria until their brain go open. Man monkeys everywhere. The basic things, road, amenity, shelter, food, you don't have those basics. The foundation of life. The transition to becoming a great country. You've got the transition to take-off stage, the take-off stage, then the maturity stage. A country like America, China, Germany, Australia, France, England, Sweden, Norway, Finland, they are at the maturity stage. But what they call the transition to take-off stage in a country, in an economy, is when you get the basics right, the basic amenities, water supply, pipe-borne water supply coming through into your house, good road, having a shelter over your head, making sure food does not become the problem, no more famine, no more hunger, surplus of food. That is the transition to take off stage. Energy, there must be power supply. That's something you cannot even joke with. Because to run any economy, you need energy, constant energy. And your NEPA, look at what your NEPA is doing to you guys. Since I was born and I left that zoo, I never saw light for 24 hours. My father told me, the day you see light steady for 24 hours in that zoo called Nigeria, that will be the day Nigeria becomes a mature economy. That will never see it. And lo and behold, I left as a child. I was shouting, up NEPA, up NEPA. As a child, I left Nigeria at the airport of leaving Nigeria. NEPA, take light. And since I left Nigeria, light has never blinked in the Western world. I repeat, light has never blinked. Blink means say it on and off, then come back on. No. It's been steady since I left for decades. The only time I see light go off is when I visit that zoo called Nigeria. So at the transition to take-off stage, all those things must be there. You now have the take-off stage. That is when the economy becomes vibrant. People, they invest. The economy is booming. Your per capita income, everything they do, why? People are happy. The nation is happy. Wellness of the nation. The small, medium enterprises, they are doing well. They can, access loans from the bank. The economy is booming. Then the final stage, the maturity stage. That's when things become stable. Price becomes stable. Your currency becomes stable. Your businesses, the stocks in your business, they become stable. The main one is the currency. The fluctuation will be in 0.00 percentage. That's how this thing works in the Western world. That is why I'm telling this girl, even if she finds herself in the Western world, within 2 years, she will make it. I hope you will not come with a visiting visa, because that will be a problem. If you come with a visiting visa, you will begin hide. You will not be able to have a good job. So don't come with visiting visa and run. If you do that, you have given yourself problem. Because you won't be able to integrate into the economy of a Western world. So for anybody who is thinking Nigeria will be great, my brother, what yardstick are you using to judge that? Rufai, what yardstick are you using to judge that? Look at your currency. It's in the gutters. Food, there is hunger. NEPA, no light. Water, no day house. Power, no day. Road, bad. So what yardstick, what factors are you using to judge, saying Nigeria go better, God go better, except you are using the yardstick of your pastors? Your pastor knows they are getting their 10% from the mega salary you get every month. And they pray to you in Jesus' name. God is good. Nigeria will be great again. Somebody shout hallelujah. I see the dollar going down and the naira coming up. That kind of stupidness. A childlike discussion. A very childish and myopic ways of thinking. A primitive ways of thinking meant for baboons, chimpanzees, and monkeys. Monkey come chop banana. Monkey come chop banana. Monkey come chop banana. Whenever you swing that banana, the monkey will always come. That's what your pastors are doing to you guys. For how many years they've been praying to you, prosperity, prosperity, prosperity. For more than 30 years, prosperity, prosperity. And you guys are wallowing in abject poverty. And you still believe in that pastor and your politicians and your government and your fake Jesus that you pray to. You guys should grow up. Oyibo when given at the Jesus and all those things, they don't worship Jesus in their churches in the Western world. They don't. I scolded my cousin. He came to the Western world. He's going to church every Sunday. I said, are you mad? Are you a madman? I brought you to the Western world and you are doing that same thing your pastor was telling you to do when you were in Nigeria. But I'm the one that brought you to the Western world, and you are going to the church of your pastor that did not help you when you were in Nigeria. You were wallowing in poverty. I brought you here. I changed your life. Instead of it to thank me, you are going to the church of your pastor to thank him. Are you mad? about that. This idiot had a first class. He had no job in that zoo. I helped him to get to the Western world. And now he's going to church of his pastor. The pastor that has been using this fool for more than 5 years since he finished university. He's going to the church of the pastor, sending the pastor tithe, saying, praise the Lord, the God is good. I am now in the Western world. I have a job now. I thank the God of my pastor, Daddy G.O. I said, are you mad? Are you stupid? Nigeria, you were wallowing in poverty. I brought you here. I changed your life. Instead of it to thank me, you are going to the church of your pastor to thank him. Are you mad? Think about that. This idiot had a first class. He had no job in that zoo. I helped him to get to the Western world. And now he's going to church of his pastor. The pastor that has been using this fool for more than 5 years since he finished university. He's going to the church of the pastor, sending the pastor tithe, saying, praise the Lord, the God is good. I am now in the Western world. I have a job now. I thank the God of my pastor, Daddy G.O. I said, are you mad? Are you stupid? I am the God that brought you to the Western world, not your pastor. In fact, let me leave that side. That's something that I'm dealing with. I'm so angry. Man, God, these Nigerians, even when you save them, they come to the Western world, they still act stupid and primitive. Eh? God, have mercy.
And then there's still a lot of uncertainty.
Okay.
Please, you people should leave us alone. You people should leave us alone. Tinubu, Wole, Soyinka, everybody in government, you people should leave us alone, please.
Forget that one there. Big Hole and there, I beg. They will not leave you alone. Because you guys, you are primitive in your thinking. You guys, you are backward in your thinking. Eh? People will not steal from Mona finish. You are still doing tribalism, supporting those who have stolen from you. Who was the Guinea boy when he came back to Nigeria? But now he's a billionaire. He has stolen from you guys, and you guys still worship them. My God, have mercy. My Biafran people, today I just had to do this video to let those one Nigerian lovers that believe in Nigeria. They pray to God for Nigeria. They say Nigeria go better. God bless Nigeria. I love Nigeria. I love my police. I love the military. I love the government. I love my governor. God bless them. Emi Lokon, Awa Lokon, Yoruba Lokon. Look at them now. They are crying now. They are crying. And they expect us to pity them or show empathy. No. A fool will soon depart with his money. I have no sympathy for you guys. You guys, you are stupid. You are myopic because men have come to tell you to wash your hands off that zoo, but you keep on believing in your politicians. I have no sympathy for you guys. The only help I will give you is to break up that zoo. When Biafra comes, that's the only help I will give to the rest of that zoo. I will show no pity. I will show no mercy to foolish people. Mad monkeys everywhere. I rest my case. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Biafra, Biafra is the freedom. Yeah, Biafra, Biafra, let it be known. We're here for the throne. Biafra, we're going home. Yeah, yeah. Mazin Ambekanu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister Biafra. You know he does it better. I'm looking all strapped up in this game, Biafra soldier. Let my name be known, nigga. I'm the soldier. Yeah, I'm fighting for liberation. I'm fighting for the people. I'm fighting for my freedom. Yeah, we fight for Biafra. Let it be known, cause we're straight from Africa. Yeah, the black nation, the creation of God. I am the lion, it's taking it hard. We're fighting for the freedom.